In my understanding of Scripture, Jesus teaches nonviolent ways to resist evildoers. In my understanding of theology, Thomas Aquinas teaches there are some last resort instances where the violence of war can be justified. Saturday was the 76th anniversary of D-Day. I remember hearing recollections of my parents' close friend, who was a ranger trained for Pointe du Hoc, but diverted to an early assault on Omaha Beach. In 1975 and in 2018, I was privileged to honor the cliffs of Pointe du Hoc, the beach of Omaha, and the Cemetery of Americans. On the anniversary, I watched a 2019 film, D-Day, at Pointe du Hoc, and learned much more than I knew. Yesterday was the 66th anniversary of a different turning point in resistance, not violently and not overseas. A Senate subcommittee heard claims from the Army against Senator Joseph McCarthy and his assistant Roy Cohn for seeking preferential treatment. McCarthy brought counterclaims against the Army. After 30 days of nationally televised hearings, the Army's attorney, Joseph Welch, said, "Until this moment, Senator, I think I never really gauged your cruelty or your recklessness." A few moments later, he asked a question. "Let us not assassinate this lad further, Senator. You've done enough. Have you no sense of decency, sir? At long last, have you left no sense of decency?" On the anniversary, I watched the 2019 PBS American Experience film, McCarthy, and learned much more than I knew. Today, I continue with many of you a 21-day habit-forming challenge of racial equality. I'm learning from Robin DiAngelo how defining whiteness as a norm means people of color are seen as a deviation from that norm. I'm learning that my focusing on individual racist acts of others can keep me from acknowledging my participation in a system of racism. I'm learning how my own white fragility is not helpful in moving to a better future. I'm a slow reader. I'm a slower learner, but I'm learning more than I knew as I seek to discern what is mine to do. 3 months before those hearings, Edward R. Murrow closed his See It Now broadcast about Senator McCarthy with these words: "The actions of the junior senator from Wisconsin have caused alarm and dismay among our allies abroad and given considerable comfort to our enemies. And whose fault is that? Not really his. He didn't create this situation of fear. He merely exploited it, and rather successfully. Cassius was right. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves." Murrow quoted Shakespeare. I paraphrase Jesus. "Wally, remove the log from your own eye so you can see the speck in your neighbor's eye." What are you noticing, watching, observing as you learn more than you knew today? How do you spend time trying in vain to fix someone else? How do you spend time working on yourself? How do you discern what is yours to do?